people over here. So this is Amit Mulani. Professionally, I am an exporter first. Since last 12 years, we are in the business of export. My company right now working with respect to the different categories like medical, surgical, disposable. It is the jewelry, diamond studded gold jewelry, and beverage. We are exporting around 24 countries all over the world, and also I am providing the information and training about the export and import. So I am the official trainer of Gems and Jewelry Export Promotion Council of India, and also the official trainer of Southern Gujarat Chamber of Commerce and Industry, which is the one of the largest chamber of India and Gujarat. So definitely we are here with the PayPal team, and what exactly the PayPal is, to know about it. Before we are entering into the business, definitely when we are talking about the export, PayPal is a cross-border payment platform. So we need to understand that how PayPal can help us in the future. But before we are entering into that, we need to understand what exactly the future of India when I am talking about the export and import. So let me just give you some figures about what we have done in the past years and what would be our journey in the future. So in 2021, if I am talking about the calendar year, India's export was around 22 lakh crore. And last year, in 2024 calendar year, India has exported around 37 lakh crore. It means in the journey of 73 years, we've been reached to 22 lakh crore, and within a 3 year, we have reached to the 37 lakh crore. This is showing that we have added 15 lakh crore within a 3 years only. And that's the new India, that's the growing India, that's the young India, that's the educated India, and but obvious that's the compatible India now when I'm talking about the export. And but obvious it will not going to be happen only through some kind of the commodities. Obviously we have done export worth of many commodities, and because of that I can say that last year India has exported to 179 countries out of 237. But the journey just began. The future is so bright. And when I am talking about the world's total import, it was around 1750 lakh crore last year. And what we have performed? It 2.37% only. The population is around 14%. Badi na insaafi hai bhaiya. We have just performed 2.37, and so I can say that the future is India. And so I have put this picture over here. That future is India. But obvious many things we need to correct in our system of the export from the government only. Government is working on it because there is no option of export. We have to do by hook by crook. But in front of that, it is not the only task of the government of India, it is a task of ours. That where we have to focus, in which areas we need to raise ourselves. And definitely, for that, where we have to cultivate ourselves first. So let me just give you the idea about e-commerce cross-border, because obviously we are here talking about the PayPal. And when I am talking about the PayPal, absolutely, it is about the cross-border platform and cross-border payment. So, these are the figures of India's global service export. Obviously, we have to understand what is the market all over the world. And the figure says that in 2024, last year calendar year, we all over the world market is around 99 lakh crore. And in front of that, India has exported around 28 lakh crore. So one of the largest export from the service only. And when I am talking about the Bengaluru, it is about the service. Yeah. So there are several tech companies over here, and obviously you can find it out that all over the world, whatever the market size, we have exported around 30% of it. So it is a good share when I am talking about the service. But still, 70% market is open for us. Maximum share in this, when I am talking about all over the world service, it is IT services mainly, where Bengaluru is, I think, prominent for it. Then after business services, financial, healthcare, educational, which is moving faster from India. Then travel and tourism, again the fastest growing industry from India to the global. Transportation, legal services and communication services, which come under the particular service sector where we are right now already serving to the world, and we have the lots of potential in these areas. When I'm talking about the e-commerce market of India, but obviously you all are knowing that e-commerce is growing so faster all over the world, and so India is not behind it. And in that case, 2024, if we are checking out the data of India's local e-commerce market, it was around 9.26 lakh crore. And we are expecting that by 2029, it will be reached by 24.52 lakh crore. And obviously, we all are knowing that if you want to buy something, definitely we are going to check on the, first of all, online platforms. Because हम घर से बाहर निकलना नहीं चाहते, अगर घर पे मिल जाता है तो फिर बाहर क्यों निकलना? Yep. And so, e-commerce is growing so faster all over the world. And it is a 21.50% CAGR. The main, we can say, share inside the India's e-commerce is B2C and D2C, where you will find out the e-tail has 41.2% sharing of India's total total e-commerce local. Then after travel and ticketing, and then online food delivery, e-grocery, and etc. This is what about the India's e-commerce market. Now let us understand what is the size of the world e-commerce market. Now these are the figures about global e-com market locally. When I am talking about all over the world, different countries, the market size in 2024 was around 338 lakh crore. And what obvious, we are expecting by 2029 it will be 532 lakh crore. When I am talking about the market size worldwide e-commerce by different countries itself. And these are not a small figures. And when I am talking about the lakh crore, it has the 1 lakh crore. You can simply understand that what exactly the size of all over the world's e-commerce market itself, and definitely 9.49% CAGR been registered right now for the future forecast. 17.3% share is of online purchasing worldwide when I am talking 2 days. And but obvious, we are predicting by 21.4% by 2029. As I told, whenever we want to purchase something, we are but obvious going to the online different platforms and we are buying it. तो मुझे घर से बाहर निकलने की जरूरत नहीं है. So it will be increasing continuously and definitely it will never stop. After China and US, if you are talking about India, so India has the largest online shoppers by 25 crore people are right now buying online. So definitely itself global market is moving so faster, and the most important part which is called e-commerce cross border, but obviously when I am talking about the B2C e-commerce. So people are buying from their country, from another country, and we are sharing the products to them in their country, which is called the cross border e-commerce. And these are the fact and figures about what is the situation today and what might be in the future. It is simply saying that the market size was in 2024 around 66 lakh crore. But right now we are expecting that in 2030 it will be reached by 650 lakh crore. It means almost 10 times than today. And this is the truth I am saying. And when I am talking about the worldwide e-commerce, but obviously after China, India is the most compatible country in that case, because we have the versatile products inside India. And definitely we just have to show them to the world. क्योंकि जो दिखेगा वही बिकेगा, जो दिखेगा ही नहीं वो बिकेगा कैसे भैया? So we have the beautiful product. We are manufacturing a kind of the product which is not available all over the world. But we are manufacturing in one corner of the city, and people are not even knowing inside the Bengaluru. How can we reach to the people all over the world? And so I told that जो दिखेगा वही बिकेगा. People are knowing that this kind of the products available in the market. Then and then absolutely they will going to buy it. And so we need to prepare ourselves. When I am talking about this increment, obviously these are particularly data coming from the Statistica, and it is saying that 45.29% CAGR we are looking forward CAGR we are looking forward in the future. The maximum share when I am talking about the particular global B2C commerce market, it is store to customer B2C, between the companies B2B, and obviously which is the new area called the C2C. It is the company to company and person to person, and drop shipping is the future. Right now China is very much ahead when I'm talking about the drop shipping, that one party create a store online in US asking for the product manufactured in China and exporting to the third country called UK from the online store, and that's called the drop shipping. So this is actually a future where you doesn't need any kind of the, we can say, inventory in your shop. It's online, someone is manufacturing and you just getting the orders. Yep. So India is the future when I'm talking about the drop shipping also. But other than that, right now we are exporting a lots of product through the e-commerce only. And focusing on that, government is also working hard on it. And if we are talking about from where this kind of the e-commerce cross-border will happen, it is Amazon, eBay and AliExpress kind of the platforms. But obvious, right now there are several companies coming down to the country where they are providing this kind of the service where we can serve to the world from the India only. Let's move ahead with particularly India's compatibility. Why I am saying that India is most compatible country when I am talking about the cross-border e-commerce. The first and foremost, expanding global market reach. We all are knowing that since last 5 to 7 years, with respect to the technology, we have increased or we have developed ourselves so much in, we can say, large scale. And in that way, ultimately, right now, we are reaching the world very effectively with our own website, with others' website, or we can say different global platforms. Second number, it is about the government support and policy initiative. I don't know if you people are remembering or not. In 2022 budget, Government of India has initiated about the e-commerce policy first of all, and then every year they have increased whatever the budget inside the e-commerce facilities, because we are focusing on that, and e-commerce export all over the world is really a great opportunity for India, and India cannot lose it, because absolutely whatever the opportunity inside the e-commerce, after China, India is the most compatible country to serve it. Yep. And so government is now serious about it that we have to increase it. Then after growth of digital payment and logistic infrastructure, I don't have to say that there are several companies in India who are providing the cross-border e-commerce, we can say platforms for the payment. And in that way, PayPal is, but obvious, exceptionally different, because you cannot compare PayPal to any other. When I'm talking about the security features, and when I'm talking about the customer easiness, customer can choose PayPal very easily, and world's many countries, but obvious, PayPal is already providing the services. Then after, it is about increase the consumer demand for unique and authentic products all over the world. Obviously, every year people are become richer. Obviously, middle class moving further to the richer class, lower class moving further to the middle class, and the buying pattern is completely changing day by day. Obviously, when middle class coming to the richer class, they will buy more and more product, and lower class coming to the middle class, they will buy another kind of the products which are actually not required, but now they have the money, so they can buy it. Yep. And it will increase, because all over the world, the shift is, we are seeing that the shift where people are richer. Obviously, in that way, we have a very good market all over the world. Competitive labor and production cost. When I am talking about the India, we are the second largest, or the second cheapest labor country in the world after Bangladesh. Other than that, you will not find out that much cheaper labor in the world. And boss, if we are not think today, absolutely the opportunities will going to be missed by us. Like there are several countries coming after us. It is Vietnam, Cambodia, Philippines, and etc. And definitely we are 144 crore. I don't have to say it that we have the power, we have that education, we have that innovation where we can nail the world. Then after, it's all about rise of global e-commerce platforms and marketplace. But obviously, you are from the Bangalore, so you know it. And growing middle class and internet penetration worldwide, it will be more easy that you can buy any product online. And because of that only, right now we are seeing that all over the world we have the market and it is completely growing. Potential for the digital services export, absolutely. When I am talking about the service, I already told and shared the data that last year we have almost exported worth of 28 lakh crore services to the world. And it's a big figure when I'm talking about the India, because freelancing and lots of many different kind of the services we are providing to the world. And Indian brands becoming recognizable on the global stage with the Make in India initiative. We all are knowing that after initiation of the Make in India, there are several companies who have started manufacturing exceptional products. शायद जो हमने पहले कभी सोचा नहीं था वो प्रोडक्ट अब इंडिया बना रहा है. And what I'm seeing that we are continuously learning about the new product categories and innovation inside. which is gives a wing to fly all over the world and reach out the world with our innovative and monopoly products. Let us understand, if we want to be successful inside the export, then which are the areas we must have to focus. The very first and proper thing is proper marketing. As I already told you, dikhega wo bikega. If your product is not seen by any buyer, then how they will going to buy it? This is the biggest issue with India, that we have the beautiful product. If you are asking to someone that what you are manufacturing, and the answer is, we are manufacturers, or we can say we are the only manufacturer of India who is making this kind of the product. But they can't drive here. You are manufacturing in your factory, but people are not knowing about it. Who will going to buy it? So this is a time to go with the proper marketing. Second is the product quality. Obviously, you are selling the cross-border, any kind of the product. But obvious, it must be complied with the different quality required by the country. But it's required by the country. What you are manufacturing, you want to sell, it's a different matter. And what country required to buy the product with respect to their culture, or we can say their requirement, if you understand it, you can sell all over the world. It's not a big deal. Then global design, obviously, as I told already, in which country you are targeting to the people, you need to understand what exactly they want to buy. Because if you want to sell the Mercedes into the Nepal and you want to sell the Maruti Alto into the US, boss, it will never going to be sold. Because you have the right product, but you haven't the right market. And so we need to choose the perfect market to increase our sale into the different world's country. Competitive pricing, absolutely it is very important when I am talking about the competitive pricing. In 2023 October, government has already given all the benefits of the export to the e-commerce exporters also. This is the beautiful thing happened inside the export only, because earlier it was happened that if your sale is inside regular cargo export, you will get the government benefits. First of all, let me just give you the idea about the government benefit. The first government benefit is about the GST, that and when you are exporting, but obviously you don't need to pay the GST. If you are paying it, you can rebate it. So there is no GST on the export. The RODTAP, it is called the remission of the duties and taxes on exportable products, and absolutely it might be a 2%, 3%, 0.5% or 4%. And the third number, it is about the duty drawback. Even government is giving duty drawback on the same invoice where you are getting the benefit of the GST and benefit of the RODTAP. There are the three benefits directly you are entitled to get when you are entering into the export, but we are not knowing it, and because of that कंपिटिटिव प्राइसिंग जब बात होती है तो हमें लगता है बहुत महंगा पड़ रहा है, पार्टी बोल रहे हैं बहुत महंगा है. It's not about that, it's about your competitive pricing. Other than that, you have the cheapest laborer in the world. And one more benefit you just add inside, it is called the free trade agreement. What kind of the free trade agreement India has? There is no country has kind of the free trade agreement. Like we have the free trade agreement with UAE, it's Australia, now it's UK, but obviously recently it's been EFTA. And right now we're talking US and Canada. So what obvious, this is the biggest ever belt of buying. And if we are focusing on the free trade agreement only, I must say that one product and one market make you crorepati. It's that much easy. But we need to identify that what exactly the requirement of them and where we can give our efforts. Then after it is about product compliances. Obviously, if you are exporting any product to any country, you need to understand that which are the compliances needed. Because if you want to sell something, you have to identify that is there any compliances to export the product in that country. Like I'm just giving the example. You are manufacturer of superior quality any kind of the mithai. Mithai, it's a sweet. But if you want to export inside the USA, boss, you are genuinely using all the product genuine. But in the USA, if you want to sell, you require a US FDA. If there is no US FDA, your sale not going to be happen. And that's called the compliance. In every exportable product, it is required to understand. Then after brand story, if someone identifying you as a company which has started with a little manufacturing, or we can say it's moving further with the large scale manufacturing, definitely people will love to do the business with you because your story is right now seen by them. And every company has the story. You just show your story to the people and people will going to believe you. This is the basic and fundamental thing, and so we need to do it. Educate ourselves about the marketplace. The world is so big market where you can play anywhere, but if you are not knowing about that, from where you have to sell the product, you will never going to be possibly a good seller into the world market. And so I am saying that whenever you are entering into the business, absolutely, when I am talking about export, you need to understand that how marketplace is actually working. If you knowing about it, if you knowing about the technology, you will definitely win. Expertise on the digital platform, absolutely. I don't have to say that in today's era, if you are not using the digital platform, absolutely you are way behind than the world. It is about Instagram, it is about the YouTube, it is about the WhatsApp, or it is about the Facebook or LinkedIn. You must know about the fundamentals of this platform, because these are the platform from where you can reach out to the world and you can sell your product very effectively. So be expert of it. Payment options for the buyer, absolutely, as I said, when I'm talking about the PayPal buyer, almost buyer in the world, which are big buyers when I'm saying, has the option of the PayPal. If you have the PayPal and title, absolutely it is easy to them or easy for them to buy the product from you. And last but not least, customer support. Absolutely, if you are supporting your customer, they will definitely buying repeatedly. And we want always a repeated customer, no? Because if they are buying continuously, then our business will grow. And so, always focus on the customer support. After selling, your work is not finished. Obviously, after that, your work is start. And definitely in that case, support is always work prominently. Let's move forward. Obviously, patience is the most important part, no? Because Indian and new generation has no patience. That we want Audi and BMW and iPhone instantly, boss. 6 months में मेरे को कुछ करके दो, 1 साल में कुछ करके दो. It will not going to happen. And whenever you are finding kind of the, we can say dreams, no? But obviously you have to sit with your father and ask the journey of them. You will find out that भैया 5 साल का वेट तो करना पड़ेगा ना. चलो ठीक है, डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म से तो 5 साल शायद नहीं लगेगा. But you need to wait minimum 2 to 3 years to get successful inside the export business. Let us move ahead and find out, but obvious focus sectors where India is right now moving further and where we have the opportunities. The first one is the software, IT consulting and digital content, where Bengaluru is prominent. Second one is textile and apparel, where we are moving so faster in the world. The third one is handicraft and home decor. Obviously, again we are moving so faster with our ancestors kind of the designs. Jewelry and accessory, again we are the second largest exporter of the gold jewelry in the world. When I'm talking about the health and wellness product, obviously our Ayurveda is working so, we can say, beautiful in the world, and definitely there are several companies already selling our Ayurveda to the world. Handmade soaps and kind of the products are very prominent. And then after spices, tea and ready to eat food products, which are the future, and right now also we are selling lots of different variety inside. Leather goods, if you are manufacturing a beautiful products or beautiful crafted different design leather good, then it has lots of demand all over the world, and we can shape it. Yeah, we have the kind of, we can say, inside talent where we can manufacture a different kind of the leather products. Then after it is about electronics and consumer goods. Obviously now we are a manufacturer of it. Toys and educational product. One of the largest and finest moving for product when I am talking about all over the world. But obvious, if you can manufacturing a different toys required by the different countries as per their culture, it will going to be sell like crazy. And second number, it is about the educational products. There are several educational products we can made as per requirement of the party. And if you are manufacturing, you can say, if you are printing those kind of the products where you can use their language, their culture, about their heritages, absolutely it is a future. And you will find out the very good margin money inside when I am talking about the educational product for the different country. Then book and stationery, obviously moving faster, because without it, no school can run. And so this is what the product we are manufacturing a lot. And automobile parts and accessories. Again, India is prominent in that way, but in future we are finding many products to be developed, which right now China is already developing. So these are the focus sector, and now we are talking about the Bengaluru. So absolutely, what kind of a product Bengaluru has, and where we can, through the product, we can reach out the world. The first one is the jewelry. It is a contemporary and ethnic jewelry. So last time I have visited to the IIJS, but obvious I have seen many Bengaluru companies over here, and so beautiful product I have seen. So I have visited more than 8 different countries with respect to the jewelry show only. When I'm talking about the Bird of West Gems and Jewelry Show. I must say that what kind of a jewelry India is manufacturing, you will not find out anywhere in the world, boss. That's variety, that craftsmanship, that the precisionness, it's different. And when I'm talking about the South, the temple jewelry is amazing. But world is not knowing about it. If you show them that this is what the product we can manufacture, absolutely they will identify and they will give you the kind of orders where they want kind of the product to be manufactured. Second is the artisan food and coffee, Indian origin chocolate, spice, nuts and clean label snacks. These are the but obvious kind of product Bengaluru already manufactured. Then after Ayurveda and wellness, where herbal skincare, Ayurvedic cosmetic and handmade soap has the very beautiful market all over the world. Recently we have identified that European countries continuously asking for the handmade soap from India. That is the kind of companies called Khadi, if you know. And there are several who are manufacturing it and they have done very good job in since last 2 years. And Bengaluru can do it. Then after books, stationery and gift, decorative books and eco-friendly stationery, Bengaluru is already manufacturing. Fashion and cotton apparel like t-shirt, linen dresses, kids wear and yoga wear. Again, there are several manufacturers over here in this region. They can export this kind of the product in the e-commerce. Then digital products like templates, icon, online courses, 3D models and etc. I know that you people are from the technology city only. So this is तुम्हारा डाबात का खेल है. Yes or no? But world's required a lot, much lot. I am saying that people are actually not knowing how to do the marketing when I am talking about the digital marketing. So I have met one person in the Thailand. It was the show about the jewelry. And I have asked her that how you do the marketing of this product. The company is manufacturing a brochure. And so beautiful brochures. And she said that we haven't any kind of the social media. So I told how you, but obviously increasing your business. And the simple answer that we have the 2 shows in the year, we are participating in and we are getting the new client. So I was like, kya baat kar rahe ho? If you are showing this product to the social media, the world will be crazy with your product. And she was like, but how to do it? Like we are thinking that इनको तो पता ही होगा ना कैसे करना है, किसी को कुछ नहीं पता है. And I am telling you the smallest thing. We are putting that status on our social media, no, on our WhatsApp and etc. The products or we can say the templates we are designing. I am telling you, boss, this kind of the design, if they will do, absolutely per design they have to charge $10. And in $10 in India, actually we are getting a 1-year subscription. So that's the story. And there is lots of money and business when I'm talking about the freelancing in IT. Obviously, last is the home decor and handicraft, where bamboo lamps and terracotta, wood arts and woven textile. Bamboo lamp, I think Terminal 2, it's the example of it, what Bengaluru can do, yeah? And obviously, this is what the products. When I'm talking about the cross-border e-commerce, but obviously you need a very trustworthy partner where you will get payment and your customer will get the easiness. And when I'm talking about it, absolutely, the only one name came into the picture, it is the PayPal. And so here we are with the PayPal. Thank you so much for listening me patiently. This is me from Surat, Gujarat, and definitely we'd love to talk with you after the session. Thank you once again.